You know what? You may be Taylor Swift, but do you have 24 centimeter python?
Denise Salcedo is one of those people who has made YouTube a career by choice. She could have gone elsewhere, but no, she now owns her own channel, and she's talking about Taylor Swift and wrestling and whatever else is on her mind. Denise, welcome. Nice to see you again.
I am so happy to be back here. You know, it's pretty exciting. So much has happened since the last time that we chatted. And, you know, like you said, YouTube is the new, well, it's like the thing to do. Like everybody's been live streaming, everybody's been podcasting. And I'm excited to say that I was kind of ahead of it all, you know, just trying to put out my content out there. And it's been paying off this year. You know, unfortunately, a lot of us have been, many of us, practically everybody has been working from home. And, you know, I've just completely threw myself into my YouTube channel. And since the last time we spoke, a lot has changed. It has grown, and I am just so happy about it.
So what do you talk about on your YouTube channel? I know that you love wrestling, and I know that you love Taylor Swift. So let's kind of go through it.
Yeah, exactly. So I still talk about those two things. I still talk about a lot about pro wrestling. I do a lot of live streams, which have been really, really successful. They've been growing more and more. I've been getting more and more viewers, more and more numbers, all of that. And then I still do my Taylor Swift videos. There was so much Taylor Swift news last year. I mean, it was insane. So all of those videos have been going up. And then on top of that, since I've been at home, I've had more time to watch more TV shows. So I've been doing so many TV reviews, recaps, etc., and just little news bits here and there. So a little bit of everything. I even went outside my comfort zone and started creating some scripted like type of videos. And then I also did some just like fun facts videos and pretty much everything that you can think of. Like if I had an idea, I was like, screw it, I'm gonna do it and put it up there.
All right, so I'm curious, what is your audience telling you? How do they respond to you? Is it on social media? Is it through YouTube comments? How do you know what they want and what they like?
So it's both. So I'm very active on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and also on YouTube. You know, I do respond to a lot of people's comments. A lot of YouTubers, I don't know how many of them actually respond to their comments, but I read all of the comments. I try to respond to as many people as I possibly can. So with that, I'm able to see what people are saying, what people like. And of course, because my channel is very broad, it's not a niche channel, but I think people have sort of gotten used to that because my channel has been like that since day one. So it's really nothing new. And I do get people that are like, oh, I love when you post these types of videos, post more of these videos. And I'm like, guys, I'm trying to keep up with everything. It's kind of crazy sometimes, but I think people for the most part have been enjoying the best of multiple worlds all colliding into one.
What I like about when I see your stuff, and I do follow you and I do watch what you're doing, is it's authentically Denise. It is very much you. It's very much what you're interested in and how you translate to the audience. And I think that's what the audience is picking up, this authentic Denise Salcedo.
Exactly. And that's the thing, though, is that if you're going to do a YouTube channel, you can really do it about anything, right? Or a podcast, you can talk about anything. But if you're not sincerely passionate about something, people are going to see right through that. Like if I were to do a channel, I love fashion, right? I love to get dressed up and all of that, but I'm not necessarily, it's not my passion, right? It's not my main passion. If I were to do a channel like that, I think people would see right through that. So if I do something that I'm like sincerely so passionate about, people connect with that because you're able to talk like a fan. And that's the key thing to being successful on YouTube or podcasting or any sort of, you know, media site. The way to connect with people is if you talk just like them, because then they connect with you because you're a real fan talking to other fans. It's not like, you know more just like the fans do. So they expect that type of knowledge, that type of expertise whenever you're talking about something, whether it be Taylor Swift or, you know, pro wrestling, whatever it is, they want to feel like you know what you're talking about.
Well, last time we talked a lot about the WWE and how you got involved in all of that and how exciting it was for you. But we didn't talk about Taylor Swift. So you said a lot has been going on with her and you've been posting about it. What's going on? Because I am not connected to that at all.
Well, last year, I know it seems crazy to say last year, right? But last year she released 2 albums that were 2 surprise albums and nobody expected it whatsoever. Like the fans were like freaking out. And it was her folklore album and her Evermore album. And so when she released those, I mean, it was like news, like major news. So basically what I did was I reviewed the albums, I ranked the tracks, I analyzed the albums, I released videos where I talk about like Easter eggs, lyrical connections, just a little bit of everything. So all of that has, you know, really was part of what I did last year, specifically with Taylor.
Well, that's fantastic. And you just continue to find things that you like, and then you talk about them. See, look at the difference between us. I have a white wall. I have my Emmy in my mirror. It's very plain. It's very ordinary. And you, like, your life behind you is like crazy. You got pictures and pinks and reds and oranges and yellows. And this is Denise's life.
Yes. And it's always been like that. I feel like I've always been like that in terms of like my room has always been like an explosion of like what's inside my mind. And it inspires me to, you know, just keep, and I have more too that you can't even see.
Oh, I bet.
Off screen. And then some even on the ground. I'm running out of room here, really. But they're just like little things that inspire me, you know, whether it's like lyric quotes, because I do have, you know, lyrics from some of my favorite songs up on these boards. I have, you know, memories from my career, and they're just things that, you know, when you feel down and you're starting to feel unmotivated, you're like, oh, I have zero inspiration. This is the type of thing that keeps me going, keeps me excited. And then also I added more just because I was like, all right, I'm going to be doing these podcasts like every single day. I might as well put something up here to, you know, give it a little bit of depth. But I think once I get an Emmy, or if I ever get some sort of major award, I think I'll probably replace all this stuff with that.
Well, Denise, I'm so happy to reconnect with you. I'm glad you're doing well. It's always nice to see your smiling face. Continued success to you. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me once again.